With a win against Frostburg last week, Buffalo State became 4-1 for the first time since 1999. This week, though, they faced their toughest challenge of the season. They traveled to Ithaca to take on the undefeated Bombers, who were also ranked 13th in the nation and first in the Empire 8. It's the Empire 8's best offense and defense squaring off.
Ithaca starts off with the ball and immediately goes after the pass defense. Tom Dempsey hits Vito Buffoli up the middle for a 36-yard gain. Later in the drive, Tom Dempsey sees the blitz coming. He tries to get out quick, but Will Cheshire reads his eyes and undercuts the route. Nothing but grass out in front, so he'll take it the distance, 76 yards. Someone get him some oxygen! Dempsey picks up where he left off. He throws a back shoulder pass to Andrew Tabbert along the sideline for a 36-yard gain. The drive ends in 3 points as Garrett Nicholson boots it from 32 yards through the uprights. It's good! 7-3. Later in the first, Ithaca is back at it again. Tabbert finds a soft spot in the coverage and gets sandwiched. Tristan Brown ends the drive with a 6-yard score. His blockers provide room and he dances his way to a 10-7 lead. A 3-and-out forces Buffalo State to punt, but they get the ball right back. Josh Oliver fields it low. Cheshire shields it away from the returner, and Cedric Ricage comes up with a recovery. Buffalo State's next drive stalls. On 4th down, Kyle Hoppy gets sacked by a Schneider Terminator. There's no escaping the Terminator. Ithaca's offense gets another drive going. Tabbert makes a clutch 3rd down grab, but pays the price. Boom! Dempsey scores again. The fullback Ben Carey goes unchecked and easily holds on, 17-7. Buffalo State ball now. Hoppy looks to his left and sees a wide open Isaac Clark, or is he? Anthony Dominic baits him into a pick and he returns it to the Buffalo State 8-yard line. Should be an easy score, right? Nope. Twan Williams disrupts the pocket and slams Dempsey to the ground. On 3rd and goal, Dempsey tries to force it to Buffoli, but Mitchell Thomas doesn't allow separation. He undercuts the route for the pick to kill the momentum. We had 2 cameras for this game. Check out Trevor's angle. That's amazing! Hoppy gets replaced by Darren Serignese. He's got a cannon too. Carney camera. Wait, what's this? A second Carney camera in the same drive? How does he do it? Well, he did play basketball. Our second camera shows Serignese rolling to his right and chucking up a prayer. Carney is a human highlight reel. Buffalo State caps off the drive with Serignese firing a laser to Edwin Young for a 7-yard score, 17-14 at the half. Early in the 3rd, Ithaca punts it. Mike Doherty finds a hole and won't be denied. A total of 5 missed tackles leads to a 30-yard return and great field position. Who better to finish the drive than Do-It-All Doherty? He dives into the end zone to give Buffalo State its first lead of the game. A second look shows Doherty shaking off the defender and his leaping ability. Later in the 3rd, more Carney camera. Serignese launches a cannon. First down. Jesse Williams fouls up with his first career touchdown. He goes unchecked and Buffalo State is up 28-17. 28 unanswered points. Is this really happening? Somebody pinch me. I must be dreaming. Ithaca is falling apart. Shaq Fredericks strips Brown and it's a fumble. Ish Height comes up with a recovery. Buffalo State ball. And they cash it in for 3. Mark Montana hits it from 30 yards out. 31 unanswered points. Wow. Next play for Ithaca, and Dempsey gets picked off. Mitchell Thomas sees it coming from a mile away. Meep, and he's off for 6. That's turnover number 5 for Ithaca. What is going on? Ithaca drives deep into Bengal territory on 4th and 7. Dempsey attempts to score, but Ben Carey is ruled out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Buffalo State gives Ithaca 2 points via safety thanks to a bad snap. Dempsey uses momentum to hit Buffoli for a 37-yard pass. 2nd and goal at the 1. Dempsey botches the snap. Andrew Cleveland recovers. That's 6 turnovers now. You gotta be kidding me. Ithaca's offense scores a touchdown at the end. Dempsey throws in the corner of the end zone, and Ben Carey comes down with it. They convert for 2. Dempsey hits a wide open Tabbert. Not that it matters. Ithaca tries an onside kick, but it sails out of bounds. Buffalo State wins 38-27. With the win, Buffalo State moves into a 3-way tie for first place in the Empire 8. Dan Serignese threw for 155 yards and 3 scores in relief. Rich Pete fell just shy of 6 consecutive 100-yard games. Mitchell Thomas had 2 interceptions. The Bengals have a bye week before hosting Utica on October 25th at 2 p.m. Up next are the interviews.
That's a great example right there. We talk about it. We talk about dealing with adversity. We talk about believing. We talk about playing Bengal football. All right? That's what that's all about. Great job today as a team. As a team. You play as a team, you can beat anybody you play, John. No questions about it. I'll tell you what, we should have got a gong a long time ago.
Anytime you play Ithaca in particular, because of the great tradition they have down here, and in the last season where they were playoff and went deep into the playoffs and now undefeated, nationally ranked. So we didn't really have to say too much to the players about the significance of this game and what it means to where they are in the Empire 8. So we made a little bit of noise today, and that was, I'm very proud of the fact that we made noise, and to a degree how we made that noise. So it's very gratifying way. One of the things you always have to do is, as coaches, adjust a little bit to your personnel. Sometimes you may have some things that you like to do, but if you don't have the right skill set to do it, then you're not being a very good coach by sticking with it. So you have to adapt and work it so that you're working with a skill set of your players. Both Kyle and Dan are pretty good athletes, and they can make something happen with their feet as well. So, option is a big part of us. The run game, handing the ball off to Richard Pete, I kind of like doing that. And then we've got some receivers that make big plays. So it's a nice balance, you might say. Well, a mobile quarterback is kind of that X factor defensively. Geez, you got the right thing called, the right coverage, but then all of a sudden the quarterback breaks out of there and runs. And you don't have a play for that. You don't defend for the quarterback running, particularly on a scramble situation. So when they have feet like that, then they can hurt you. Boy, that really puts the pressure, because the defense says, geez, we did everything right, and all of a sudden, the quarterback broke free, and it's just, geez, it's a little bit of a downer.
That last drive before half, we scored. Coming to halftime, we had a little bit of momentum, and then second half just took care of itself. Yeah, that was my first action, so just being able to go out there and take some hits and just getting the feel of it, coming out today was a lot more easier, just because I had that experience last week.
I don't know, man. It was just a rush. I was just so excited, and I just try and do what the coaches always tell us. They're like, as soon as you score, act like you've been there. So just flip the ball to the ref and just celebrate with the team. I ask for the ball all the time, and beggars can't be choosers. I mean, let's face it, I'm a big guy and I have to block for these guys. And I take pride in Rich Pete usually getting 100 yards a game, but this game he didn't, unfortunately.
Well, we've clearly grown as a family the past 3 years. Everyone outside of football, we get together, we hang out. Everyone's very close on this team now, and we all are buying into the same thing. It's probably the best thing to play with a guy like that. I actually like him better when he's standing next to me on the same side. I'm just wondering what the defense is thinking when they're looking at both of us, because it's probably not too good.
Coach Bicco was drawing stuff up on the board to change up our front and what the linebackers are doing, and I don't know much about that, but whatever he told them, it definitely worked in the second half to stop the run.
I knew we could do it. I knew it. This is our year. Must-State year. Number one in the conference. I can't even explain what's going through my head right now, because I haven't had this feeling since like 3-4 years since high school. These are my brothers, man. This is the best feeling in the world when that clock hits 0. To know we just number one in the conference right now, make some noise in Empire 8. As soon as I caught it, I seen daylight. I felt like I was moving a little slow, but eventually I got there. But that's all I seen in daylight. I seen the quarterback looking down that receiver, and as soon as he did that out route, I seen the iron coming up, and as soon as that iron broke, I broke on it. And after that, it was daylight. I was not stopping. They was not stopping me from that.